Hey, remember, power down that arm violently, throwing it down. 2 points. Put that right arm forward, off your head. Get that back leg. Set. Go! Push. There you go. Keep going. There you go. Keep going. Nice.
Whatever that I say I am, I can achieve just what I want.
Got 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Yeah. You kind of on your coming out set. You're here. You're here, and then you lift it, then you drop. So next time we got to keep it steady, so everything stays loaded. Because once you move, the load goes away. So it's kind of like if we had a slingshot and we pulled it back, or like let's say a bow and arrow, we pull it back right before we release. We bring it here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna lose a little bit of that power. We just gotta make sure it's just consistent. Where we going after iDub, Taeja?
I told you and you said no.
Yeah, so where we going?
I don't know.
You want to go out or you want to be in the Midwest? You think?
Anywhere.
Kansas! Woo!
How is Kansas track team now?
Bro, we're always top 10 in the
Oh my God.
All right, watch. Look up nationals. We have 7 people there every year. Guaranteed.
I mean, they placing.
That's like
They could all be 20th in this country.
won national championships in the past 10 years. So.
No, you have not.
We have. You have the number. Are you serious?
How much we bet? Let's bet dinner on it.
On your birthday?
Yep. Let's bet, no, because we're going out tonight. Let's bet a drink. Let's bet a drink.
They won 2
Can we bet a drink?
2 years before
Can we bet a drink? Can we bet a drink? The last 10 years. Can we bet a drink? Can we bet a drink? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes. Women. The women won.
No, get out.
The women.
Now we're going woman?
The women won.
Okay, let's see.
Bro, my roommate was on that. Bro, we literally have the Olympic head coach. You don't even realize.
All right, so we're going to look at men's or we're just looking at women's? Which one?
The men's haven't. The men's didn't win NCAA. The women's won.
Okay. 10 years.
They won 2000.
Arkansas.
2000 like.
Texas.
Oh, 10,
Florida.
2000.
USC. 2020, nobody, because COVID. Arkansas.
What year? 2000.
USC. Oregon.
Oh, 2013.
Arkansas.
2013.
Oregon. Texas A&M. Then Kansas. But they won in 2013. That's 12 years ago.
That's crazy.
12 years ago.
I'm old. What the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah, you old, bruh.
I wasn't on that team. I wasn't even in school. I was in high school, but still.
Stanley Redwine was the coach?
He's still the coach.
He's still the coach, yeah.
An Olympic coach. That's how you know it's the best team.
Do they have anybody this year?
I would have thought Florida won more championships.
Well, I don't.
Florida just wants the 4x4 every year.
They win the men's side.
Yeah, every year. It feels like it is kind of. That or they win the 4x4.
USC won last year. Texas Tech won the year before. Arkansas, Texas, Oregon, Florida, Texas A&M, Oregon, Arkansas, Florida, Oregon. Arizona State won nationals in 2008. And Wisconsin in 2007. That's a surprise. I don't know.
Kansas.
I wasn't watching track at that time.
That they're going to be at nationals and on ESPN every year. So it's almost like if you go there, you know you're going to be on ESPN. That's why I went there. Just like Oklahoma State, you know what I'm saying? And Oregon. So it's like Oklahoma State, I didn't see them too many times at nationals. For jumps, at least.
For jumps, no.
Distance.
No, we did 2 times when we had Jacob.
Oh,
Yeah, you lost to Jacob now.
not triple.
You lost to Jacob now. Because he won Big 12s.
All right, I probably wasn't even in that meeting.
You were. Yes, you were. All right, you ready?
Did you choose the orange spikes because that's your favorite color?
No, they were my
3 point.
old school's colors. That's why my jump spikes are the same way. And these.
Gotta make sure that that front shin angle is good. Okay. Set. Go! Push, 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 push! Dig! Dig! Dig!
Let's go.
Nice! Two more minutes, you'll go, Tage.
How do y'all sit down like that and still get up and run? It's like you're sitting down.
You're resting your legs to get ready for the next one.
When we're running a lot, I can't sit.
How's that feel? Sure? You look like you're limping.
My listeners hurt.
Oh.
Could you give some advice to a high school athlete before you go run?
How did it look?
To get
Good.
lit in long jump.
Let me think.
No, don't think. The first thing that comes to your head.
Run through the board. Don't stop at the board.
Let's go.
Don't run to the board, run through it. There we go. That's the right words.
Hey! What are you thinking about before you run? Are you thinking of anything?
I just think drive, like don't come up too early, and then just keep pushing.
So you don't think about how you're breathing? Or you just...
You ready? You going 4?
No.
One thing that we're gonna change, bring your feet closer inside. Yeah, there we go. You remember, violent with your arms, okay?
Okay.
Set. Go! Push, 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 push. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice. You got a minute 30, Conrad. So what? So your imagination? Oh. So the 100. I think just
A little
one.
tired.
Oh,
Not
that's what I'm going,
tired,
yeah.
just.
It goes on in 12 minutes.
100?
The 200.
Yeah.
You see? The 100 goes on in 2 minutes.
UCF is not doing that bad. They are winning.
So it's like the same schools in there. 100. USC, LSU, Auburn.
Auburn.
I don't think Jordan Anthony is going to win.
No, I don't.
I think Ajayi or McCollum is going to win.
I think.
But Jelani Watkins looks good right now. But he's so young. Straight out of high school.
Yeah, but he's running fast.
Yeah, but NCAA finals is a different beast.
He made it there his first year.
I mean, the whole field is young guys. There's no seniors in the finals. It's all sophomores and freshmen. There's one junior. Well, 2 juniors in the final.
Juniors.
Tamar's McCollum. That's why I think he's gonna win. And then Max Thomas from USC.
Yeah, no. I remember them back.
What is it, the 200?
I don't know.
100.
I remember when,
You ready, comrades? Let's get it.
I remember when Max Thomas used to be good. He was good.
3 point. Back the foot up a little bit. The left one. There we go. You wanna drop it down so we can get that shin angle. Yeah, right there. Yep. Then you're just gonna bring back your left arm. Okay. Set. Go! Push, 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 push. Push. Keep going. Nice.
Coach Sharod, next time, look at his knee. Look how high he sits.
What do you mean?
He's like, I mean, I know he's long, but like he's like here.
Oh, he's too high.
He's high
Yeah.
on his front one.
Okay.
That's why I think he's loaded.
Yeah. Y'all got 10 minutes.
Dang, man.
Oh, eight. My bad. 8.
I get to do nothing.
Got 8. You got 8. What's up, big dog? Gotta talk to my guy real quick.
Can you do me a favor and describe to someone what it's like jumping in college? Jumping like at the highest level you've jumped?
It's like, I'd kind of say it was kind of a culture shock, honestly, because usually, like in high school or I guess club, I've never ran club, but you're running and jumping against people that are the same age as you, or at least close to it. And I found out I was jumping against like grown women that were like late 20s in their 30s, and they're like jumping these crazy marks. So I think like that was kind of different. It's way more competitive for sure. And yeah.
That's facts, actually. I don't know if I've ever got nervous I got nervous for like nationals, definitely. It's like times where I feel like I couldn't eat. I feel like that's nervousness.
Yeah.
But not like shaking nervous, but definitely like almost sometimes my brain is just going so fast I can't sleep that night. Like I'm just so wide awake. Literally.
I will say like it was kind of a little weight off of my shoulders though, because if you really think about it, you're going against people who have way more experience than you, and you're like qualifying to jump in the same meet as them. So
Yes.
that's kind of like an accomplishment itself. So I feel like I was kind of jumping just like competing with myself rather than competing with them as for my first year. So it was kind of a weight off my shoulder, and I think I progressed more because of that.
And then for like this year, what would you feel like you would want to do differently? I remember my freshman year, I feel like it was like I was just learning, honestly. And I did place at conference, but it was like barely, literally. I feel like it was like 9 people literally in triple jump for the Big 12, and I placed like 8th, like literally one person didn't make it. But then sophomore year, I realized like you realize how hard the practices are, so you can actually prepare. So when you can prepare for the practices and the season, it's way easier for you to like get
For
lit.
sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year I can kind of focus more on competing against the girls at the meets. Now that I got like, first of all, I get more training. Because this was my first year actually focusing on track. I was 2-sport athlete before. And then, like, yeah, I'll just be able to work more on jumps and trying to kind of channel in on that and get in that comfort zone a little more.
Yo, you gotta do like these pool workouts. Pool, like, oh my gosh, every single day. Like, I'm literally about to get a pool membership just so I could do pool workouts. Because it's like, I know how like guaranteed you are to get your legs stronger.
Yeah.
Yo, you know, what day did we practice? Was it 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Yo, I went home, right? And I'm sitting in my bed and like my legs don't hurt, but there's the feeling of like, yo, you should not get up right now.
No, I felt that, and then yesterday morning I was walking, and I remember the sand walks we did because my calves were tight. I was
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, facts. They help your calves so much. It's like they stretch them and then they're like, one of the drills stretches them, but then one of the drills it's like makes them very strong. So it's like a workout. Yeah, that's lit. Honestly, that's so true. Yeah, my shins, like, I was like, that's what I was doing them just now, honestly. Y'all have a break? Is that what's going on?
8 minutes.
Oh.
And then I think we go again. I don't know.
Wait, so like going to school, what city, what state, Iowa? Mm-hmm. Iowa Western.
Yeah.
They literally brought like 5 people to University of Kansas when I was there. Like,
When was
jumpers, 2014 to 2018.
Okay. Yeah, they bring a lot. We were at We weren't at Kansas, but we went to K-State this year.
Yeah, it's like every year they switched, right? To like from K-State to Kansas to like Wichita State. I hate Kansas. Oh, I hate Kansas track. I don't know why I said that, but I really do. It's like everyone knows it though. It's like, bro, it's the outdoor track is the best. It's the indoor track is the hardest track. Yo, but K-State is too, and Wichita State.
Yeah.
I just don't think the only indoor track that I actually like is Texas A&M.
Right. Jordan Anthony won.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do you run?
10:07.
That's
I feel
crazy.
slow.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
The final though, they be running like 8 times.
Yeah, he's a freshman playing football.
Yeah.
Have you jumped on the Texas Tech indoor track?
Nah, so unfortunately. I don't like bouncy tracks, so I'm not even gonna lie, because if you're, depending on how you jump, it may not help. Like if you're slow, it's not gonna help you because you're really gonna be running slow.
Yeah.
You have to be fast in order for a bouncy track to help, or you just gonna be running so slow. Like, cause I have bounce, I'll be popping up in the air, but I'm running so, like, it feels like you're running so fast, but in reality you're not. Like, and that's what I was telling my jumpers. Like, we were jumping at New Mexico, and I'm like, you're gonna get to the track meet, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna PR. I'm telling you. And then you're gonna jump and look at the distance and be like, wait.
That was my favorite track to jump on, was Texas Tech.
Texas Tech? It's probably, I haven't been on it though. I'm talking about every other track, like
It's
Arkansas.
hollow.
It's what?
It's a hollow runway.
What does that mean? Like,
like nothing under
maybe. No, Kentucky's like that too though, and I love Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky has the best runway actually, cause it's not elevated. It's just like you said, like hollow or
Yeah,
what?
so it's like the whole track
It's like it's
itself is
flat.
obviously on the platform.
Okay.
And then like right there, it's like black and then there's red, and the red has nothing under it.
Okay.
So it's literally hollow. But the runways are red, and that has like nothing under it, a bunch of give.
Do you like be coloring your hair during track season? Do you like change your hairstyle during track season?
I try.
For the season, okay?
No.
Yeah, you gotta dye it. Like I would dye my hair red, blue, blonde.
See, I had a just a bleached stripe, and I was gonna dye it blue, but we
Or a
got rid of
wig.
the bleach
You
because
should
it was
wear
killing my
a wig.
curls.
Yeah, a wig is better.
So I just went red.
Why?
What about like a headband or like an arm sleeve?
I wear an arm sleeve on my right arm and my shin sleeve, calf sleeve.
I remember I used to change it every single time, and I was so max. You would think I was a football player. There's one picture, home Kansas relays. I had a pink arm sleeve, pink tie wrap. I had 4. You know how the football players have the sweatbands that are almost like this wristband? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, like they were in the like Under Armour game. You know what I'm saying? Like how they be doing too much.
Yeah.
That's how I was jumping. I won though, but it's like they did not care. Like at Kansas, like.
Yeah, our coach is kind of like iffy about that stuff. He won't let us do double arm sleeves, and we're not allowed to wear glasses.
Brunette or?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
See, it's like, I think what they did at Kansas is they'll just look at you, and if you do bad, then they'll say something.
Yeah.
But like they'll look at you definitely and like, but yeah.
Watch closely, Conrad. It's your first time doing this. Nah, start at the start line. So after I release you, keep running to the last cone. Okay?
Please don't whack me with it.
It should drop off. That's why I'm using these ones, because it should just.
So what we need to know is, what do you do when you're not at track practice?
Hey, you sure you don't want to get this?
Do you want to get the mic?
What is that?
I have it.
You retired the mic.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he retired it.
You about to have me breathing like a maniac.
secret conversation.
If he
Answer real quick.
falls.
Tell me 3 things.
Ugh.
Watch Love Island, go to work, or go to the gym.
Why did my brothers just send me to a class of Love Island? Literally, and I'm making a video tonight.
Set. Go!
That looks dangerous.
I still got it, Cordero.
my hip.
Ah, my bad. It was supposed to just fall off.
It smacked my hip.
That's why I have it like this way, so when I let it go, it
Yeah, well, it flew back. You good?
gets to me. Now give me the. You get that to the next person. Ooh, she got my hips working. So Taeja, when you hooped, you probably was killing, huh? You're probably the fastest girl on the court by far, huh? That was like me when I hooped. Seriously. Telling you, I don't think it was anybody
About these basketball
going 10-9. I mean, I was going to school in like last time I played basketball was 2011. We didn't have
was a
like
thing during then. You should have been on it.
overtime.
Yes.
No, it was not.
You should have been on the overtime challenge.
Nah, it was not at all.
Instagram started when I was like a freshman.
Only time, you know how they have hoops mixtapes now? Ball is Life? You only get those if you're #1 in the country.
So you weren't
like-
number one.
like-
Hell no.
Number one, like cameras is following you into the gym with
Yeah.
like following you
Like, cause Lance Stevenson was coming out of high school. He was like a superstar in New York, but Kyrie Irving wasn't even like a superstar. You know? And he's from Jersey.
Did you play club?
AU, yeah. Play for the Wrens.
Did you
They're
play
like
in a circuit?
Huh?
Did you play in a circuit?
Yeah.
Under Armour?
No. So the way things used to go around there is you just enter tournaments around the East Coast and you play like that. I played for 2 different AAU teams. Back up a little bit. Played for the Wrens, which they're like one of the top teams on the East Coast now. They're probably the top team on the East Coast now. And I also played for Ruth Luter, who the owner died, so that was gone.
Why was that the first fact that you?
No.
No, I'm just saying, like they're not around anymore because he passed away. You ready? 2-point stance. Go with me, okay?
Is it supposed-
Power down, drive the knees. I'm pulling you as fast.
Is this going anywhere?
What?
Or do I just run over it?
I'm gonna lift it so it can just drop off.
Okay.
Okay? 2-point stance. I'm gonna pull you. You gotta keep up, okay?
Okay.
Bend that back leg. Set. Go! Girl, why didn't you run through? Why you slow down?
I did not feel any pull.
What?
Where are we running to?
There.
Oh,
I mean, I was supposed to pull you initially, and then you're supposed to.
I didn't feel any pull.
No way.
I was just running.
You didn't feel anything?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Huh? She said she didn't feel a pull.
That's why I just started running.
I didn't try to like yank her like I do to guys, but because we're not pulled. My chest burns. You want to do another rep?
Yeah.
Okay. Put 8 minutes on a timer. Let's go, Conrad. Okay. Oh, we gotta. Yeah, it's upside down. Cause I want it to fall. I want it to like fall off when so I don't trip you up. Yeah, just go in it like this. Yeah, go in it. Yeah.
You have to get a camera pen for you. Always
Get in 2-point stance. Hey, this is gonna feel faster than you've ever run, okay? So the key here is not to break posture, so not let the hips drive you. Stay here, just lift the knees, power down your arms. Let me do the majority of the work. But at one point, I'm gonna let you go, and I need you to work, okay? So we're going all the way to that cone. So we're going about 50 meters on it. Two-point, set, go! Push, push, push!
Why did his work? I didn't feel
Back.
my leg.
It's a good rep. I feel. Felt fast though, huh? So fast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the next run that you have unassisted, your body's gonna try to mimic that same speed you just ran. So you're gonna be a lot faster, more explosive. Your block day on Monday, probably gonna be the best block day you had. Let's get it, baby. What's the deal? You run something crazy then? Put 8 on? Okay, where you at?
5.
Take a break. Y'all got 8?
So what's the
Got 8.
go-to meal before a meet?
This is so bad.
Taco Bell.
No. 2 grilled cheese.
That's it?
And for dessert, Rita's Italian ice. It's just flavored ice. It's just flavored ice. The night before.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's talk about the day before. Wait, flavored ice?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Have you ever had Rita's?
You have Rita's? That's okay.
Cotton candy.
Oh, Rita's is really good.
Yeah.
Where are you getting the Rita's?
DoorDash.
It's in Arcadia, so I'm pretty sure it's melted by the time it gets to your house.
No, there's one by my house that I DoorDash from.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So she drinks.
Rita's is a Jersey
I didn't know
thing.
you taste. Okay, so not the best track
Hold that
meet.
arm down.
One thing you've learned from running track.
Push. Allow your body. Allow your body when you're here.
A bad
rise
event
up
does
on its
not
own.
mean it's a bad
Stay here
meet.
and keep powering down with your arm.
That
okay?
was one of the biggest things I took, because if you're doing multiple events
Push.
and say your hundreds, your first event of the day, and you still have 3 events in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and you don't do so well in your 100, you can't carry that energy over to the rest of your events, because then it's going to turn into a bad meet. You could take that, use it as fuel, go PR in your other events.
You like doing multiple events?
Yes.
Like which ones?
Set.
Sprints.
Push. There you go. Keep going.
And
Keep
long
going.
jump.
Power down.
Mainly just
go,
like,
keep going.
I like the relays more, I feel like. But individual events, I like the 200 more.
Why didn't you triple jump? Why don't you triple jump?
So I had a ACL tear my sophomore year of high school. So I got thrown into jumps senior year, and they weren't sure how my knee would do in triple jump. So I haven't tried it yet, but my coach wants to train me for it this season.
Yeah. Triple. Triple's the easiest to win to me.
Yep. How that feel? That looks good. Nice.
Wow, so nice. Would you prefer running in like the heat like this or like cold Iowa?
Heat.
Yeah. Because when I was in Iowa, well, I only ran in Iowa when it was indoor, so I didn't have to be in the cold. Nah, Big 12's outdoor. My freshman year was in Iowa, but it was like June, May, so it was warm.
Yeah.
Try that a little bit.
I just don't do well with cold.
I gotta get
Nah, yeah, me either.
But our first outdoor meet was in Texas, and it was raining, and it was like,
University of Texas, that's the best track.
was it? I don't think it was at.
Arkansas.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, yeah.
Which track was it at?
A&M's
Texas
track
State.
Nice, though.
I think Arkansas should have had nationals, but their stadium isn't big enough. Their jumps, they would have world records on their jumps. That's why I jumped #1, literally. And it was like, imagine you just go into random meets and then all of a sudden you jump #1. It's not like I was expecting it that meet at all. But it was like, I got on the runway and I'm like, what the heck? It just feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like you're jumping on a trampoline to where when you land on your first phase, you almost feel like you're not going to feel the impact. So when you're sprinting down for triple jump, you're sprinting as hard as possible and you don't care how high you jump into the air because it's like the track is so soft. So it's like, yeah.
I'm excited to get into triple. Because my senior year, I started off jumping off my left foot because I thought that would be the stronger one because I tore my right. And one meet, I didn't have my steps right, so I just jumped off my right foot and then was first in the state with that jump. So then we switched to my right foot. But both legs feel dominant jumping off of, so.
Yeah, you should do strong, weak for triple. A lot of people just say weak, strong, but you want a long jump off your first phase.
Yeah.
That's like the most important drill I teach is like where you're sprinting down like on your run up and then you put a cone like at 17, 18 feet and you try to hit that. Like you would in long jump instead of it's like you're triple jumping.
Yeah.
Triple jump. Do you start the clap when you jump?
No. I was waiting till I get in the mid-19s at least.
Nah, you know what's so crazy? I was thinking that you had to be a good jumper to start the clap, and then I got the Big 12 championships, and the guy who was #1 in the nation started clapping from the first jump, and he was like, boom, foul, and I'm like, he's still clapping. I'm like, okay. He's clapping because that's telling yourself that you're going to win from the jump. So it's like almost putting an extra boost because when you clap the first jump, everyone's looking at you first of all.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you better jump far. So it's like putting that, never felt pressure, but it's like almost like it makes it your event because the attention's on you.
I want to start the clap, but I don't know. I just never did it.
You just gotta do it, honestly. And you gotta scream. Like I'd be like, let's go. And then I would literally be staring at the crowd. Like I would make sure everyone was clapping because like, it's like, bro, when else are you gonna be clapping during this?
Exactly.
What would you do, like the single clap, double clap, or triple clap,
I
or
want to do
club clap? Yes.
that one. See, I know what I would do. I just haven't done it yet. Ready?
And then when you're doing it, you're gonna have to like be on the runway like. That would be so funny, actually.
Hey, 2-point stance, okay? Okay? Hey, remember, power down that arm violently, throwing it down. 2 point. Put that right arm forward, above your head. Bend that back leg. Set. Go! Push, 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 push! There you go! Keep going! There you go, keep going! Nice!
Let's go! Y'all see what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Desert Edge. Desert Edge High School. Let's go. Bust down. I'm not showing my face this whole practice. The whole practice, I'm not showing my face. It's my guy Maserati birthday. Y'all gonna see him. He's featured the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. We in Arizona right now. It's like 100 degrees. But of course, when it's hotter, that's when you put in more work. That's when your muscles actually get cut because you sweating. That's how I stay so slim. Wearing all black. All black. Sheesh. That was light work. Wait, go ahead and shout yourself out.
Instagram?
Everything, I guess.
It is Taeja Rose on Instagram and TikTok.
Wait, spell it out.
TaejaRose.
Let's go. Sheesh. Is that it or no? You have,
We have a 120.
I loved being a jumper because we never did any hard running workouts. And when we did do hard running workouts, it didn't even matter. Like if you ran fast, like jumping is a thing where you could play off being slow and there is no like run faster.
As long as your run looks pretty.
As long as you jump far. I've never been told to run faster ever. Like, but what I did was the first day I got beat by this guy, and every practice after that I was getting beat by him. And then I realized this guy is beating me every practice, and in the meet he's not beating me. So I'm like, I'm gonna just get beat by him every practice, honestly. And then, like whatever we're doing, like I'm not even gonna try to beat you, like, because when we do jumps, I already know that's what I'm doing good at. Like even jumps during practice, I could not jump. When I tell you every jumps practice, I almost felt like I was hurt, like no lie.
It's the adrenaline at the meets.
And then in the meets, yeah, I'm like perfectly fine. But in practice, yo, anytime we had jumps practice, I'm like, coach, if I even take one jump, I feel like my leg is gonna be done for. Cause we used to work out so hard, just Jesus. We used to, let me tell you something, our easy day was a game. We played a game, right? And it's called med ball football. We would have a 30-pound med ball, and basically you would play football with it, where you have to throw it, and the other person's running like a receiver, catching it, and then you can only take 3 steps, then you throw it to the next person, but you have to play for 20 minutes down the whole field for the whole practice.
No.
So it's funny because we're like throwing it like backwards and people are catching it. But it's so heavy that like your legs are just dead, honestly.
I'm surprised no one like got hit in the face.
Now I think someone probably got hit, but it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? That happens.
Catch the ball.
You knew what you were doing when you started playing the game, so. Maserati, what you need to do, I need you to give one piece of advice to a 13-year-old freshman in high school who's trying to go D1 to Oklahoma State University for sprints.
So advice like in regards to what? Training or like work ethic
whatever
or?
You think they need to know.
If I was 13, I feel like that's just like way too young to know if you're gonna go D1 or not. I mean, of course, if you're projecting, if you're top in club at like 10.6 or 10.7 in 8th grade, and I'm like, okay, you have that. You probably have that trajectory to go fast. I say it's all about like your training regimen. Less is more, in my opinion. You know, start working on mechanics. Get a speed trainer that really knows his stuff, and do your own research. And what I mean by that, some kids start looking on Instagram and they get so much information from Instagram and YouTube, and they have no idea if the information that they're receiving is correct or not, right? It's like they're listening to speed trainers. Like I have a video on my Instagram on that, and you know, what happens is they listen to so many different people, they're being pulled in so many different directions, they end up, being the Achilles heel to their own career. So I say, if you're gonna listen to somebody online or anything like that, make sure they're reputable. Look at the people that they've trained, when they started training them, what they've been running, and what they ended up at. Like there's a lot of trainers out there who started training guys who are already fast and they never got faster. That just tells you that there was no progression, there was no development there. All right, guys, it's time to go.
Let's go.
But yeah, that's what I would say. That would be my biggest thing. Because I had a kid think a week or two ago, he was like, hey coach, like I really need to work on my low heel recovery. I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, you don't have any issues with that. And he was like, yes, I do. I was watching this. I'm like, that's your problem, dude. Like, you have other issues with your running mechanics, and that shouldn't be your main focus right now. You know, so yeah, that's all I got to say. Y'all going together or one at a time?
Do you want me to race? Because I'm going to race if I...
Really don't want you to race, but competition's good. Both of you guys line up together right there at the yellow triangle.
I don't want to race.
Let me see, hold on. 10, 20, 70.
Not racing.
So, go to the cone. I don't want you guys to go to full 100.
To the cone?
To the cone up there. Okay. We're going 2 point. So you guys want a good lead off. Remember, right arm forward, drop it immediately. You'll have the fastest start. The person who drops their arm down the fastest is going to have the better first step. Happens every single time. That's why you guys can't beat me in 20 meters. Okay? Set, go! Push, push, accelerate! Did he catch him with that?
I don't know. I'm not even.
No,
Did he not catch him?
almost.
Almost. Yeah, he was tracking him down. You got under 3 minutes. I think Logan would have caught him if I would have made them go to full 120.
I don't know.
I think Logan would have caught him. What you think? Yeah. Look like.
Sharod, why am I sitting like this?
Oh, you're elevating your legs. So when you sprint, we have, multiple reps. What happens is all the blood rushes to your feet, all that lactate rushes to your feet. So what you're doing right now is just flushing them back out, getting the legs, the blood flow back into your legs.
What he said.
Where'd they go?
I told Trey that I'm your favorite coach.
What did he say?
He was like, you're right. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, she told me.
He should come out here when he's here
Yeah, I think he is.
to one of the practices.
Yeah, I think he is. How y'all feeling? Definitely ice bath today or tomorrow. Or go crowd therapy.
Sleep.
Be good for you guys.
Yeah, why'd you do that for so long? You do that.
We gotta recover, baby.
Did he tell you that he did not tell you to do that?
Yeah, he did. The
Hey,
boys
fella.
did it too.
Look good. We stumbled a little bit, but
I stumbled my first step.
yeah.
I was catching him too. I was like, damn.
Okay.
Where am
I know you can catch like that. He used to date Annalise back in the day
All right, let's get this.
when he was in
Let's
high
get
school.
this practice over with. I have to do
We're done.
editing.
I have one.
Oh, she's after this. We're done. Back up. You got 15 seconds. That was good timing.
My feet fell asleep.
Hey, do high knees right now. In place. There you go. Shake them out. All right. 2 point stance.
To the cone.
So Trey used to tell me to tell you the cue, stomp the bug or
Break the board, smush the bug.
yeah, whatever. So remember that.
To the
point.
cone.
To the last cone, yeah. On me, 2 point. Then the back leg. Drive that knee forward a little bit more. Right there. Set. Go! Push, 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 push. Power down. Good work, fellas. Y'all ain't gonna say bye to you guys, nothing, huh? I'm just a guy giving you workouts, huh? That's how it is? That's how y'all treating me? All right, get some rest this weekend, fellas. Go work today. I'm proud of you. See you guys Monday. We got blocks.
Let us know who you are on camera.
Coach Sharod self, Desert Edge High School head coach and founder of AZ Speed Guru. Former Oklahoma State and Iowa Western Community College. Shout out to all the JUCOs. Sprinter. Taeja, spikes off, jog. It's a good day. Real good day. Everybody look good. Everybody look fast. They're ready to compete next week, for sure.